Welcome to the crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for tuning in. I've got another pair of glasses on from Eric. I love them. We are getting into the Christmas season, so I thought we'd do a picture. Let me come show you, because it's on my phone. CBS did not get the thing undone. And don't you love my shirt? It's got pom-poms on it. It's crazy. Everybody's like, Dawn, what is that? I'm like, I don't know. Okay, here's what we're gonna paint. It's actually on the side of an Ocean State job lot bag. So again, it's a reproduction. So if someone says, oh, you're copying, yes, I'm copying, but it's also called a reproduction. This is easy. It looks like we have many tones of black and white and gray. And then we just have a touch of color in the front with a dog and some guy grabbing a sleigh with a tree on it. So we're gonna whip that up, and hopefully we'll do a couple episodes, but it might be one, because you know me, I'm fast. So we're gonna go in. What I've done is I've already sketched mine out. Okay, pretty easy. Again, a lot of kids are like, Mrs. Lombardi, I don't know how to draw a person. Stick figure. Okay, stick figure. Even the dog is a stick figure. Throw them in, put the tail, put the tree. There's no fancy stuff. You don't have to worry. So we've got 30 minutes. We're gonna try to bang this out in 30 minutes for a nice Christmas painting. Remember, little paintings like this, especially smaller ones, you could do like, 6 at a time, put them together. Every time you put the green on, put it on all of them. You could do little ones and do some really nice Christmas presents. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna paint away. We're gonna talk about the holidays, see what everybody's doing. It goes by so quick. We like to get a real tree, but I water the thing every day, and it's still, all the needles come flying off. And it's kind of like a fire hazard, so I get very nervous. So I don't want to get a tree this early. And the fake ones, I don't mind fake ones. I mean, my friend has 17 of them going in her farmhouse at the Hillstead, Christina. And I think most of them are fake. I mean, how could you have 17 real trees? It would be a disaster watering all day long. But the real ones look really nice, and I tend to not like the white ones because they kind of look cheesy to me. But I mean, I like them now, and I like colored lights, all of that stuff. So I can't wait to get into the Christmas spirit. Not sure what I'm giving out for presents this year. I know that Wendy's, okay, you go through, I've been doing this for years, just like I give out Coca-Cola at Halloween. Yeah, I do. Christmas, go through Wendy's drive-thru for $2. You buy a little thing, it goes on your, whatever, rear view mirror, $2, free Frosties for the entire year for $2. So I gave Christine and this kid each one. They were like, Mrs. Lombardi. I'm like, it's $2. And I just ruined it. But you know what? It was $2. I'm not going to lie. Now, the little Frosties are about this big, so they're little. They're not like the big ones. But if you go through Wendy's, you can go through the Bristol one, get one Frosty. Then you can go to the Plainville one and get another Frosty. And then you can go over to, another town and get another Frosty. Nobody has to know. So Frosties are in. So that's what I do. The great stocking stuffers for $2. You got to get them now, though. And then you have that little thing hanging, and when you feel like getting a Frosty for free, you just go through and grab it. And most likely you're gonna get a biggie bag anyway because it's $5. So here we go. We're gonna start off. You can see I've got a house going on here. I'm just gonna paint away and chat it up, and hopefully in 30 minutes we're gonna have this thing done. I gotta take off my glasses. Eric got me some painting glasses, which are good from here to there. These are actually good from here to way over here. So I don't really have anything in between right now, so I'm just gonna take them off. But I'm gonna go slow. Again, paper plates, these styrofoam things. A lot of people, oh God, you can't recycle. Yes, you can. Styrofoam is recyclable, in case you didn't know. Pretty much everything is. Not everything, but as long as you throw your trash away. I see a lot of these sea turtles getting saved in the oceans. It's very sad, but I mean, I can't believe it. I am hooked on the Love Boat. I watch the Love Boat because my friend Kristen gets it, and I stay there every weekend pretty much. I love it. We watch the Love Boat, episodes and episodes and episodes. All they do is drink and hook up. It's hilarious. I'm like, Captain Steubing used to hook up with people on the boat? Yes, he did. So did Doc, so did Gopher, so did Julie, all of them. It's crazy. It's the coolest show ever. We were wondering what happened to Julie McCoy. She's the hostess. Someone said she had a cocaine problem, but that was back in the 80s. I don't know. She was super skinny and very cute, but I don't know. But I love watching the Love Boat. So I'm hooked on the Love Boat. That's all I do is watch the Love Boat. So fun. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to do different shades of gray. Now, a lot of people say 50 Shades of Grey. I never watched that movie, never read the book. I think it was overrated. People get so into the sex thing. I don't know why. Ugh, God. I don't really like reading about that. So I'm going to go in with my house, and I'm just going to make the house darker, and I'm going to make the snow lighter. Okay, and Rich is going to put this on the, so you can see. Thanks, Rich, again. He's cameraman tonight and director. It's so nice. We just love it down here. And yeah, hopefully this will come out nice. It's a great little thing to do. Remember, always when you're drawing architecture, just remember everything is a straight line. Everything's geometry. So like if the window's off, it's not straight, it's wrong. So you want to make sure everything's right. And I'm pretty fast with these, so I'm going to go pretty fast, and you can add wreaths and stuff like that as you go along. Don't forget, don't be afraid if you see something at Ocean State or something that you want to reproduce. Just make sure you tell people. I think I sold that one with the bag, and someone was like, Dawn, it's beautiful. I'm like, it's actually from a bag at Ocean State Job Lot. I don't care. I'm like, all right, just so you know, I didn't make up the painting. Of course, it was different than the one on the bag because everything's a little bit different when you do it. But yeah, so I hope everybody's been good. I am teaching in Hartford now, loving it. Everybody's so nice to me. Teachers are great, the kids are nice. Missing my old job, of course, because I loved Holy Cross, but it's fine. I love Hartford. Getting used to the, I used to teach in the North End, now I'm in the South End. So it's totally different. I got to keep doing my phone because CBS didn't have the pictures right. Very different. And I'm sure a lot of people that are from the Farmington area, Avon, Canton, a lot of people grew up in Hartford. And so a lot of people, oh, I went to, I grew up in Hartford. I'm like, you did where? Right where I work. So I am in the South End now, getting used to it, hanging all the kids' artwork at all the stores and the grocery stores everywhere. Seatown, thank you. Hanging their artwork at Seatown, which I always thought was a New York City store. But apparently it's not. It's called Seatown. There's another store called Bravo, which I usually didn't go there when I was in the North End, when I worked in the Jamaican section. Now I'm in a totally different area. I love the diversity, though. It's so nice because diversity is great. And speaking of, we have a controversy going on right now with Farmington. They took away the Jewish holidays and for school. And, not to be crazy, but how could you do that? My gosh, so there's only 2% of Jews left on the planet. That's what my friend told me, and she's Jewish, so she's got to know. How could you take away their holiday? It's crazy. Sort of like the American Indians, the Native American Indians. I was in Avon the other day, and a Syrian guy who owned the gas station, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your Native American Indian. It's right outside of the gas station. He goes, I love it too. I'm like, are you allowed to even have that thing? And he goes, well, I love it. Because how could you forget about these people? All the streets in Farmington, Avon, Canton, every street from Martha's Vineyard all the way down in all the New England colonies, everything's named after the American Indians. Tunxus Plantation, Tunxus Community College, Wawassa Lane. Every single town has streets that are named after the Indians. So how can you erase that? And people say it's racist or whatever, and I'm like, I just don't see that. I don't understand. Why would you want to get rid of that? Like, when you go to Martha's Vineyard and you go out to Aquina, you realize, like, all those, it's like, oh, it's just burial grounds and beautiful lands. These people were here first. Why wipe them out? And you can disagree with me because, you know what, I'm not a historian. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing some trees now. Okay, remember, all different shades of gray. So I'm going darker on the trees. And I'm going to bring it up to you when I, have some of it done. Everybody at school, Mrs. Lombardi, how do you draw a Christmas tree? I'm like, well, it's a triangle, actually. And they're like, it is? I'm like, yeah, it's a triangle. And then you got to add the, branches and all the other stuff later. It's not that hard. Really? It's just a triangle? Yes. Start with a triangle and figure it out later. Not so bad. Okay? Start with your basic triangle. You're going to get good at it, like me. And all my paintings aren't great. Had a lovely Thanksgiving. We were at the Hotel Northampton, of course. They didn't have enough salads, because I'm a salad girl. Not always, but then my daughter's boyfriend's family took us out to Da Capo. What a nice restaurant that is. That was gorgeous. Thank you, Smalls family. Very nice. Very good service. Great. I got someone else's salad, but it was too late, so we just kept the salad. We don't care. Very nice restaurant, great. I used to go there with Eileen Riley. You probably remember Eileen Riley was the realtor on my show. But I love Da Capo, and I don't really go out to dinner that much. Did do first and last night. Just did some quick shopping at Kohl's. I bought an air fryer. The heck is that? We don't know. We've got 15 minutes. It's a ton of time. Thanks, Rich. Rich came with the note. Yeah, I don't know what an air fryer is. I would rather have the whole frying machine that just fries it up with grease because, you know, I don't need any air. But I don't, apparently people say it cuts the calories, which I have to say, I'm into that. You know, I don't want to be worried about, you know, eating something and then realizing the whole thing was like you have to starve for a week because you had a salad that has 1,000,000 calories. But yeah, I'm kind of picky about what I eat. Everything's a little bit different now. The menus have changed. You know, like we were saying, the Brussels sprouts with the bacon is crazy. Kristen and I went out to, we love, Kristen is my friend. So she's the curator at the Lyndhurst Museum in New York. She lives in Avon, and she is my college friend, lifelong friend. And she and I love to go to Abigail's, especially when I sleep over her house. We just shoot up to Abigail's, and we love it. We go up to this upstairs bar area, and we sit there, and we just love it. So we go there, not all the time. I'm putting snow on the roof, so, you know, obviously that means the roof is going to be white. Now, you can leave the roof white, like the, you know, the canvas, but you probably want to paint it in. And I've got some commissions this Christmas. I am doing two dogs, 2 golden retrievers, gorgeous. I'm also doing a tragic accident where somebody died recently. I won't say who it is, but doing a boy that they lost a couple years ago in the immediate area, and doing a portrait of him and the dad, which should be nice. Don't know these people, but work with some friends of them. So that's number 2. And then just got an email last night from Kristen Anderson. Hi, Kristen. Kristen's been great. She's the one that had me do the Sophia Loren one. Huge. And she does very well. Like I said, I always tell kids, you know, oh, I'm good at math. I'm like, you're going to be rich. And they're like, really? How do you know? I'm like, most of my friends that are good at math have a lot of money. I don't understand why you got to be good at math to make money. You don't. But it's one of those things where, yeah, if you're good at math, you've got the possibilities are a little bit more open for fields that make money, bank, you know. So I don't know. I was never good at it. I can do geometry, of course, because it's math. It's art, geometry. Yeah, triangles, circles, squares, all that stuff. So yeah, for the holidays this time, my sister is going to go down to Sarasota. I guess her kid's doing some golf thing. And I'm like, Wendy, we'll go. And she's like, no. We're going to be golfing with him the whole time. We're not going to have any time. So I said, okay. And then my friend Boop just called, and she said, Dawn, let's go to the Bahamas. I've already paid for the trip. All you got to do is buy a flight. And I'm like, what? Yes, but I don't have a passport. She goes, what? What do you mean you don't have a passport? I'm like, I don't. You know, my passport's from where my parents would take us places, because I haven't had any money since I left their nest. But, you know, it is nice to have a passport. I know friends of mine just went to, I think they went to the World Cup thing. It's crazy. Can you imagine? It's got to be a lot of money. But that's what you use with your money for when you know, when you have money. You travel. It's so fun. So I don't watch much of the U.S. Open thing, you know, the soccer. First of all, you know, I played soccer. My sister, we made varsity, I mean, right away. I think we were freshmen on the varsity team, but we were lousy. We weren't good. My sister scored all the goals, and I would just kick the thing away from the goal. But it's crazy because, you know, it hasn't really been a U.S. sport for quite some time. It's been so popular in especially different countries. But the U.S. team is great, and I felt bad for them when they didn't clinch that, that win. But it's tough to beat. I know I draw a lot of Lionel Messi. They want a lot of pictures of him at school. And of course, all the kids want me to draw Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think one plays for Argentina. I think that's Lionel Messi. 10 minutes. Rich, you're the greatest. So I think Lionel Messi plays for Argentina, I think. No, Australia. Then I was wondering, like, if you play in the NBA and you're on the Lakers, you don't have to be from LA to play on the Lakers. You don't have to be from Boston to play on the Celtics. You don't have to even be from the US to play on the Bruins team. So I'm wondering, I can't quite figure out, and I haven't Googled it, but I'm wondering, do you have to be from Senegal to be on the Senegal team? Do you have to be from Australia to play for Australia soccer? I don't know. Does it work the way it works with American sports? Like, or do you have to be from that country? Don't get it. Because, you know, with American sports, you don't even have to be from the States to play American sports. But there, I'm really not quite sure. Like, I don't know if the US team has to be from, make sure your lines are straight, especially when you're doing a house. Fix it later, but I'm not going to now. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna Google this up again. Here we go. So it looks like my windows are gonna be black, and then around them is gonna be white. So I'm gonna use the same brush. I forgot a little cloth, so again, you can just use your hands. Yeah, it works. And I'm gonna make these windows black. Okay, and hopefully it will work. I'm gonna make sure we should be able to whip this thing up. I mean, I don't know. See, so sometimes you can just throw that in, and the brush is actually the same size as the window, so it works out nicely. And I'm gonna throw that one in like that. I'm gonna throw this one here, and this one here. And remember, there's a lot of snow and stuff on the roof and everything. This is a fun picture. And don't worry if it takes you longer than I do it, because I teach this stuff at school and the kids go wild. You know, they're like, Mrs. Lombardi, this is so easy. I'm like, I know, it's not that bad. I've got a bunch of different brushes here. It depends on how fast you want to go. Now, I'm going to opt for some color. So I'm going to take some green here. See? I've got a couple different greens. I mean, this bright green over here is kind of not realistic, but I'm going to go ahead, and again, I'm using my phone for the picture here. I'm going to throw in this tree. So you can see it right here. I'm going for some color. Again, it's a triangle. It's going to be darker on the bottom because the light hits the top of the tree. So down here on the bottom, it's going to be darker. Okay, we're going to, hopefully this works out nice and comes out good. If not, we'll do 2 episodes. And Rich and I have been banging away like 2, 3, 4 in a row quick. And so we don't have to worry too much if we don't get this into 2 episodes, but we'll try. If I wanted to, I could add a little green into the background trees, but it looks to me like the painting on the bag is, you know, basically black, white, gray, and then the front of the picture is coming to life a little bit more. Now, I'm doing a stick figure for the person, okay? So I'm gonna put on that. I'm gonna leave a little space for the red scarf. Okay, I'm gonna put a hat on him. It's gonna be a green hat. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for the, and then we're gonna put some different color snow pants on him, okay? And then we're gonna make the bottom of the tree a little darker on the bottom so it looks real, okay? Because again, the bottom of the tree isn't gonna get as much light, so we're gonna darken that up over here, okay? And that's how it's gonna look. And then if I have to do the trunk of the tree, not sure. If you go out to Killingworth, though, Killingworth has a tree farm. My husband and I used to get our tree there. And that's where Rob Gronkowski gets his tree, because his girlfriend's from Killingworth. In case you didn't know, Candace, what's her name? Camille Kostick is from Killingworth. And, you know, lots of my friends used to live out there. Meg and Dave Cosentino, I know, lived out there before they moved here. Both great doctors from here. Helped me out tremendously when I need them. And I still need a doctor for my back pain. So if you're a surgeon, problem is I think I've got to go back to the same one, who I love. I love him. And not to be mean, but it was like the secretary. God dang. She was mean to me. She was mean. All right, Dawn, it's you again. I'm like, God, why would you work for a pain management doctor if you're going to be mean to me? So I just wasn't happy with her. Not to be mean, but I don't know. I'm not going to say any names or anything, but good God, it's like I just feel like healthcare isn't as nice as it used to be. Just go to the emergency room. Why? So I don't know what I'm doing, but I know my back pain is terrible, and it's kind of like growing on me. I just kind of live with it now. I don't know. Not good though. But I'd love to get a couple shots. So if anybody's out there and wants to shoot me up, I'd love it. Love it. Okay, we've got 5 minutes. We're gonna whip this up and try to wing it and get it done. Now, I forgot red, so I'm gonna have to go into my bag here, which is usually right by me. Yep, it is. And I'm gonna grab some red, and we're gonna throw in, hopefully I have red. It doesn't have to be an orange scarf, a red scarf. I'm gonna just do this orange one. I've got orange here. It can be an orange scarf. We could do a Syracuse theme here, Syracuse. I'm trying to think what else. Watching some football here. Our friend Drew Pine, actually not my friend, but my sister's best friend's kid. He is leaving Notre Dame. So if you're watching a lot of football, I think it's these transfers that come in and kind of ruin it sometimes for you. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put in some gray pants on my guy, okay? So I'm gonna put in some gray pants. Now remember, he's kind of dragging the tree, so you kind of want to make it look like he's dragging the tree across. Definitely want to put some shadows under your subject matter, okay? Throw this in. I should be able to finish it. I don't know. We might have to do another episode. I don't know. So, yeah. And if you want to be on the show, we're filming, let's see. Today's the 5th. It'll probably air in a couple weeks. We're going to film again on probably 5th, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe the 19th is when we're filming next. And if anybody wants to film that day, 19th, we meet down here on a Monday night. If you ever want to come on Monday night, we film. We start at, well, I get here at 6:30, and we try to start the first one for 7, and then the second one for 7:30. But sometimes we get done, pretty quick. Okay, now if we want to, what I'm going to do at the very end is I'm going to add a lot of snow, and I'm going to splatter it on so it looks real, okay? And we'll do that at the last minute. And I'm going to put some snow on my trees, snow everywhere. You're going to splatter that, but you don't want to do it inside the house. You want to do it outside. Just going to give my tree a little bit more light up here, which means you're just going to add white to the green. Okay, and you can kind of throw that in. It's going to look a little bit more realistic. Give this guy a little, we'll put his hat on here. Okay, now we're going to do some skin color. So it depends on what color you are. Everybody's, Missy, how do you make skin color? I'm like, it depends on what color you are. Just because you're white, you're definitely not white. And because you're black, you're definitely not black. So, watch it with that. But yeah, everybody's a different color, so you don't have to worry about. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to. Oh, he has mittens on, so I don't know why I'm putting bare hands in a snowstorm. So I'm going to put some mittens on him. I don't know what color I make his mittens. I'll make them black or greenish black. So I'll put out some mittens on him, so it looks like he's getting his tree here. Okay. And then we're going to put his hat a little bit more over his face like that. Okay. Now we got to make the dog. This is a golden retriever, so I'm going to mix some yellow with some orange and some brown, and then a ton of white. And you're going to get this beautiful golden retriever color. And again, just do a stick figure, okay, of a dog. And we have 1 minute left, so I don't know if we're going to make it. We're going to try. We've got 1 minute left for the dog. We might have to do a second episode. I think we might, if we want it perfect. And yeah, we're going to do another episode. So thanks for tuning in. I'll show you what this looks like now. Okay, it's very basic, so I don't really want to stop now. Okay? Excuse me. So I have my dog here. Doesn't really look like a dog yet. I got my guy dragging his tree with the sled. I've got pretty much everything is in line. It's just I haven't finished the chimney. Okay, I got the snow on the roof. A couple lines need to be cleaned up. Windows need a little tracing around them. And then, of course, I'm going to splatter snow on like this. Except you want to do that outside unless you have a tarp. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to do one more episode. Remember, this is a little bigger one, but you don't have to do them big. You can do them smaller. And remember, the whole thing's black and white, except for I'm just doing the people, subject matter in color. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to do another episode and get this over with, and you're going to love it. Thanks for tuning in to the Crack of Dawn. I can't wait. Call me. Call Nutmeg TV. I forgot the number, but it's like 3407 or 5. Call it up. Ask if you want to come on the Crack of Dawn. We'll come on. We can come on set, your place. We're also going to do a train episode. out in Berlin soon, hopefully for the Christmas season. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. I love it. Bye. All right, so I'm going to just keep going.
Riverview Apartments is Bristol's two-time beautification award-winning residence community for adults age 55 and older. They offer 1 or 2 bedroom apartments with modern appliances, air conditioning, wall-to-wall carpet, and tiled floors. Both heat and hot water are included. Riverview also offers a wide range of activity rooms that include a billiard parlor and a spacious community room. It is handicap accessible with safe, secure parking for tenants and ample off-street parking for visitors. 860-940-6757 or riverviewbristol.com.